Today's opening quote is, "A high quality life is more about what you remove than what you add to your life." Tapping World Summit 2018. Hello, people. Welcome to another episode of the Hot Foot Roams podcast. I am your host, Sharon Harris. Thank you for joining me. You could be anywhere else, but you decided to join me today. Thanks. Follow me on Instagram at Hot Foot Roams, just to find out some more info about what I'm doing, the travel and journey. Share your comments, your likes, your dislikes, your questions, your queries, your travel finds with me there. Or you can hit me up by email. You can email me hotfootroams@gmail.com. I almost forgot the email address. Hotmail is hotfootroams@gmail.com. You can send me an email there. The blog and the website is coming soon, people. I told you I'm going to keep saying it until it's done. So I'm going to keep saying it until it's done. So today's episode is entitled, "Sometimes you're going to fuck off your friend for your dream." I'm going to talk about something interesting that happened whilst I've been traveling, people. I'm going to share that story with you coming up next. Okay, I want to share a story with you, people. It's a long-winded one, but work with me, yeah? So, I'm now halfway through my journey in South America, right? So just going back a little bit. And long before I left the UK, a friend of mine told me that she'd been invited to Jamaica by one of her friends and wanted to know if I'd be heading that way. So I said, yeah, it's on my list. I don't know when yet, but yeah, I'm going to be there. So, like I said, I'm halfway through South America, and my friend then contacts me again, asking when am I looking to be in JA, because she's going to be there around such and such a time. So I said, I just reached my third stop, like literally just put down my bags the day before. And I've got about 3 more stops before I even reach the Caribbean. So to be honest, I'm not really thinking about that yet. But yeah, I should be there. So fast forward to when I've arrived in Aruba and time is nearing for me to be heading to JA. So let me just say before I continue, yeah? I'm not putting myself to be the good guy and my friend to be the bad guy. That's not what this is. And I'm fully aware that I could have dealt with this situation completely differently. So in no way am I abdicating my responsibility. I fucked off my friend and someone I consider to be a good friend at that. So yeah, I don't take that lightly in any sense of the word. So anyway, I'm in Aruba now for 5 days. I then extended it by another 5 days. So basically it was the start of extending life out here, people. And I had mentioned to my best friend that I'm going to JA soon, but I haven't sorted anything out yet. I need to get a move on because time's ticking. She says to me, "You're not going to Jamaica." Says to me, "What?" Yeah. I'm meeting my friend. I told you. And I told her that I would be meeting her there. Like, yeah, that's great, Sharon. But you're not going to Jamaica. Not for now, anyway. I'm like, why would you say that? She's like, why would you interrupt your happiness? Haven't you just extended your stay? And you're talking about extending your stay again. I'm like, yeah, but so you're happy right now. Why would you change that? Yeah, she had a point. But I was truly convinced that my friend was chatting faff. I'm like, listen, I told my friend I'm going to meet her. Yeah, I'm dragging my heels. And so I know something's not right here. And the universe is trying to tell me something. Sharon is trying to do something else. But the universe is like, okay, well, you watch and see what's going to happen. So I go to book a ticket, people. Prices are fucking mad high. They're so high that I wouldn't pay that ticket price from England to Jamaica. So I'm definitely not paying that from Caribbean island to Caribbean island. That's not going to happen. So I contact her and I say, you know what? I'm not going to make the original date, the original date that we had planned. It's going to have to be later in the week. But yeah, I'm still looking for my ticket. Catch up soon. Travelers, you got to be smart about how you spend your money. And I do have a tendency to see it, buy it, see it, buy it, see it, buy it. And I'm realizing that that's not wise right now. So, cutting a long story short, I then followed up my message with a phone call a couple of days later to say, look, I fully understand that you're going to be mega vexed. Fully understand. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to make Jamaica. Safe travels, enjoy your stay, have a great time, blah, blah. She's pissed off. That kind of silently pissed off, but I never thought anything of it other than I understand that you're mad vex. Of course, I would be too. And I never thought that she'd be on her own. That's not the communication I ever received. She told me she had been invited by her friend to Jamaica. So I'm like, well, cool. All right, it's one person less. We talked about it being like a Charlie's Angels kind of holiday. But hey, it just ended up being, Cagney and Lacey, enjoy. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to catch up with her after her week's up. I'm thinking, live your life, enjoy your holiday. We'll catch up, when you get back to England. That's all I'm thinking. So over a week passes and I think, let me give her a call. She blocked me, people. She blocked me on WhatsApp. She blocked me on Facebook. She's blocked me on Skype. Who blocks people on Skype? And I came to realize she'd actually blocked me the day after we had spoke. I'm like, okay. She's blocked me. Part shock, part hilarity, and part disappointment has kind of set in. Because I'm like, what's with the extremism? I'm like, okay. So I drop her an email. I ain't thinking that this shit's going to go through, but I dropped the email anyway. And I'm definitely not expecting a reply back if it does go through. So I say, it's my understanding that you had been invited by your friend. Yes, we had talked about meeting up and me coming out there to meet you. And I apologize that has not happened. Listen, it just didn't fit in with what I was doing or what I planned to be doing. It just didn't. And in the email, I also said, I thought as women, we could have a conversation irrespective of what the outcome would be. So, in truth, people, I decided to make my needs, my wants, my desires, my dream, my priority with my money. And Jamaica just wasn't a priority at that time with that person. It's just simple. It just wasn't a priority. And I have no qualms in the fact that I made that decision for me. I've made way too many sacrifices to be on this journey to prioritize somebody else's needs over my own dream. That just wasn't going to happen. And like I said, to my knowledge, she was with her friend. So, she responded to my email actually, and in my opinion, that rant really wasn't about me. But maybe I'm not the most objective person in the situation. Somebody else would have to be more objective about the matter. But cutting a super long story short, yeah, I am disappointed that we're no longer friends. I definitely consider her to be a sister. However, I'm fully aware that some people, places, and things are for a reason or a season. And I really do think that the season had ended on our friendship. There are bigger things that I need and want in relationships in my life. And it's definitely quality over quantity every single time. I am not the sum total of somebody else's happiness. And that's kind of what was ringing in my ears throughout that whole scenario. I was like, that's not me. I'm not gonna, you're not gonna get that in a relationship with me. Just because my light shines bright and my energy is high and I'm a positive person, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be on 10 for you all the time. That's not gonna happen. You're gonna be disappointed. And in every relationship, someone's gonna fuck up at some point. That's just human behavior. And at the same time, I do believe that there should be a space in the relationship where clarity and understanding can take place. But that takes maturity and a desire for that to actually happen. And that doesn't always happen, people. I'm sure you've experienced it. I have definitely experienced this many times before. So this is not the first time I've had this experience. I've even having the same experience with my family, but they just disappeared. They became incommunicado people, which is just fucking hilarious. But yeah. So, the reality is I put my dreams first. And to those who don't like it, that's their business. I'm not going to play small for anybody else's benefit at any time in this life, people. I'm just not going to do it. Because I'm busy playing small for myself sometimes. I'm definitely not going to do it for somebody else. People shine your light bright, yes. It might blind someone that should have wore shades when they're around you. Okay? Okay. There have been friends and other travelers who have said to me, you know what? Some people are going to be jealous of what you're doing, Sharon. I'm like, why would anybody be jealous of what I'm doing? They're like, look, you're doing some shit that people just think of or dream of. You've made that an absolute reality. People are going to be jealous of that shit. And that's just how it is. And they're going to start acting out and being stupid. And that's only just because they're just jealous of what you're doing. Now, I'm a person, I never really understand why anybody would be jealous of me. Now, that's not because I'm not doing shit. That's not what I mean. It's because I work hard for the shit that I be doing. That shit does not fall from the sky, people. It really does not. And maybe I just make it look easy. Maybe that's what it is. But it definitely didn't come easy. Let's just say that for sure. So when I do hear people say, people are going to be jealous of what you're doing, it kind of really throws me, to be honest. It really does. But I also get the fact that people don't really understand my motivation behind what I'm doing. And that's fine, because it's my motivation for my dream. It's not theirs. So again, that's when people might start kind of acting out or acting up a certain kind of way, which is okay. That's on them. Nothing to do with me. But there is one other thing that I do kind of struggle with, to be honest. And that's when people call me brave. And I think bravery is like saving lives. That's not just some mad crazy person deciding to just pack it all in and go see some other parts of the world. I just see it more as a necessity. I need to do this rather than being brave. But I'm working on receiving the gift. I'm working on receiving that gift of bravery. So I'm working on receiving it, people. I'm just going to open my arms slowly to bring it in. But thank you. The frustrating thing is that sometimes as women, we can be very unkind to one another. It's so not cool. Men do some fucked up shit and we can accept their apology for some nonsense. But when our female friend does something we just burn her ass at the stake. And that's not cool. That's not cool, women. We could do better. We could do better with one another, because if we want to be treated better by our male counterparts, we need to do better by one another. So I wanted to just add that in, to just kind of support the fact that my door isn't closed to this particular person. And if she did want to have a conversation, I'm all ears. But as I said, I do believe that this season has concluded on that friendship. But as women, doesn't mean that we can't have conversation about shit that happens. I've been a bit sloppy with the blog, let me admit. I've been sloppy with the blog. I haven't got any update for you at this moment in time. There may be a blog by the time you've listened back to this recording, but I have no update at this time. However, I do want to give a shout out to one of my new followers on Instagram. And there's a whole load of other newbies that I'll be shouting out on other episodes. I definitely will. But I want to give a shout out to Hey Miss Traveller, who was kind enough to hit me up in the DMs and said, "Oh, hi, can we be Facebook buddies?" I'm like, "Yeah, girl, of course we can. You're traveling, I'm traveling. We're friends." And she has asked me to just do a little quick tidbit of advice for solo travelers on her blog. So check that out. She's at Hey Miss Traveller on Instagram. Definitely check her out. So I just want to send a shout out to her. Big up, sis. And we shall continue to brainstorm and exchange ideas and continue to encourage one another in whichever way we see fit on good old social media. What have I done since we last spoke? Okay, so last night was the karaoke party bus. So I've been here for months, never been on the karaoke party bus. Been to karaoke quite a few times, but not on the party bus. Karaoke party bus is run by Giovanni Trim, Aruba's #1 entertainer, as he calls himself. You can follow him on Twitter and on Facebook. Giovanni Trim, that's Giovanni Trim, Trim. He is also on Facebook, and I'm not sure if he's on Instagram, but Twitter and Facebook, Giovanni Trim. I don't get any extra love just because I'm bigging him up, but I've met him a number of times. So yeah, I thought it would only be right just to give him a shout out. But yeah, it was on the karaoke party bus last night, which was good fun. Good fun. Runs every Friday night. It goes bar hopping around the island, 9 till 12 midnight. It stops about 3 or 4 bars, free shots, singing on the bus, maracas, dancing in the bus aisle. It was really good fun. It was definitely good fun. Definitely going to post some pictures on Instagram if I haven't done that already. So yeah, did that on Friday. And earlier in the week, I went to breakfast at the Aquarius restaurant, which is inside the Renaissance Hotel. And the weird thing is, I've passed this place practically every day since I've been here. And not one time had I ever really thought about eating there. And the day before, I met a friend of a friend who suggested or mentioned the fact that that was one of his favorite places to eat, the buffet. I'm like, okay. The next day, I took myself to that buffet nice and early. Oh my gosh, it was worth it, people. It was so worth it. Or you can eat breakfast at the Aquarius restaurant inside the Renaissance Hotel. That is $24 US, including tax and service charge and tip. Well worth it. When I say eat as much as you like, then you just park up early and just eat until 11 a.m. That's exactly what I did. I definitely left there feeling pregnant at the time, and, say la vie. It was good fun. Yeah, they just also do a buffet lunch and a buffet dinner. Buffet dinner, a little bit more pricey. You're looking at 55 US, which I thought was a bit steep. But it is all you can eat. And lunch is around the 25 US dollar mark as well. So, all you can eat breakfast at the Aquarius. That's where I also did this week as well. Tonight, Saturday night, I am going to a live show. There is a local reggae band called Honey Pot, who I've actually seen perform a few months ago, actually, at the annual Flip Flop festival that takes place here. They performed on opening night at one of the opening events, and they're really good. I've never heard of them before I'd come to Aruba. I really like those guys. So they're doing a free set tonight locally. I'm going to check them out as well. So that's what I've been up to since we last spoke. I have also created a YouTube page. I've got a bit of info floating around, the advert that you should have seen by now promoting the podcast. So I hope you've clicked like and subscribe to the channel. It is Hotfoot Roams is the channel. Follow me on Instagram at Hotfoot Roams. Follow me on Twitter at Hotfoot Roams. And me that. Yes, follow me, people. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm here, people. Weekly muses on solo travels at Hotfoot Roams as the podcast. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Check out the YouTube channel. As I said, the blog will be coming soon. I'll keep you posted. It's time to go. Those who roam are not always lost. Keep roaming, people. Ciao.